In this 10-minute video, we will show you how, and especially why, the Educatioo teaching and assessment app will change the future of online teaching. We will show you the biggest differences between apps such as Socrative, Google Forms, Poll Everywhere or Kahoot, and the Educatioo teaching app. These four are in fact assessment apps. They all lack the possibility of immediate feedback on questions, and with all these apps, a student's mistake is a mistake. There is no learning element, just an assessment. Stay with us for 10 minutes to meet the future of online learning. But first, the old way. Meet our teacher, Paul Sims, and our student for today, John Barbiano. After logging in as a teacher, the first thing you'll have to do is create a course group. This can be a class or a group of students. First, click on Add New Course Group. Give the course group a name and click Save. Then click the green plus sign for adding students to the course group. All you have to enter is a name and an email address. When you as a teacher add a student, he or she receives an assign email. This email welcomes your student to the Educatioo teaching app and shows your student their personal identification number, PIN. Also, they can see to which course group they belong. After creating a course group, you can create your first course by clicking Add New Course. First, you give the course a name and leave some instructions for your students. After saving your course, you can add questions by clicking Add New Question. First, save the question and then add answers, as many as you like. After adding the answers, click Close Answers and Close Question. You have just created your first question. This is about the same as all the other assessment apps. Just create questions and answers. As you can see, question 1 leads to question 2. Question 2 leads to question 3, and the last question, well, that's just the last question. Here you see an overview of the 3 questions with their details. Details such as what is the first and last question, what is the valuation of the question, and whether the question should be included in the results. After saving the course, you can launch. Just click Launch in the menu and fill in all details. Most of the details speak for themselves. Don't forget to set a target percentage, and when you're done, hit Launch. The moment you hit Launch, your student gets a second email with instructions. He can see which course has been launched, when it will be open for him, and how to start. When he clicks Login, he will be automatically taken to the login screen. After clicking Login as a student, he can give the course code and his PIN. Then the app asks your student for confirmation. After confirming the identity, your student can start the course. Your student can read the message from his or her teacher and click Start to enter the course. John Barbiano, our student, will take this test. John isn't the best mathematician, so the first question he answers 35. Because in his opinion, 3 plus 4 is 7. Times 5 is 35. Easy. The second question, as easy as the first one, he answers with 6. Because 6 plus 6 equals 12. And 12 divided by 2 is 6. This is going to be a high score for John. The last one, for a perfect score, he answered 24. Because 8 plus 4 is 12. Times 2 is 24. John thinks the teacher will be proud of him. Then he hits End. And sees he scored 0% while he needed 65% to pass. Where did it go wrong? Didn't he learn at all? No way back, a bad result on his scorecard. At home, in class, on holiday, wherever our teacher is, he can see how John took his test. And he is shocked when he sees John's results. Every answer is wrong. How is that possible? But hey, there's nothing he can do about it. John has now got a bad grade. But this is where the Educatioo teaching app is so much more powerful than all other apps like Google Forms or Socrative. Now you, as a professional teacher, can use the real possibilities of this new app. Do you remember our student John clicking 35 as his first answer? Teacher Paul anticipated John, or any other student, could make this mistake. And because he anticipated this, he wrote an explanation in case and redirected this answer to another question, question number 4. As you can read, Teacher Paul wrote an explanation for John and gave him another chance. Because let's be honest, When this would happen in class, John giving the wrong answer, wouldn't you as a teacher, or wouldn't Teacher Paul have corrected John? Explain to him that he made a mistake and give him a chance to prove himself. I think Paul would, and you would also. But student John, still a little bit frustrated, did not read the whole explanation and gave 20 as an answer. Teacher Paul knows his students and prepared more explanations. Instead of the correct answer 15, as you can see, leading back to question 2, he is redirected to question number 5 with more explanation. John finally decided to read the whole explanation and understood what Teacher Paul tried to teach him. Multiplying comes before adding up, so he did 6 times 2 is equal to 12. Adding 4 gave as an answer 16. And as you can see, he is redirected back to question 2, back on track again. Remember question 1? We saw what happened when John chose 35, we know what happens when he chooses the right answer. But what would happen if John chose 12 as an answer? John choosing 12 was also anticipated by Teacher Paul. As you can see, this answer is redirected to question 6. Here you can see the real power of this teaching app. Whatever answer is chosen, you can always write an explanation to get your student back on track. All these redirections have just one goal: getting your student back on track to create a positive learning experience.
A short summary. Here you can see schematically how an online lesson is structured in the Educatioo teaching app. The student is on the right track, makes a mistake and is redirected to a question with additional explanation. If the student still does not understand, an additional explanation will follow. And another, until the matter is understood. Then the student returns to the original question path. An extra explanation can be written for each question, so that the student learns more than with existing apps such as Socrative or Poll Everywhere. The Educatioo teaching app gives you the opportunity to explain any topic at any level. Instead of a negative learning experience, by just testing with apps like Socrative or Google Forms, with Educatioo you have the possibility to give immediate feedback, redirect every question to additional explanation, and in this way give every student a positive learning experience. This is how the Educatioo teaching app will change the future of your online teaching forever. Creating individual learning paths for every student. Because you can redirect as much as you want or need, the number of questions is endless. An example, if you have 6 questions, each with 4 answers, and every answer has 4 redirections, the total number of individual learning paths is over 1,500.
Is this new teaching app affordable for me?
Because we strongly believe that every teacher around the world should be able to access this new app, we created 2 very affordable packages. Also, we offer a discount of 50% for schools. And perhaps very importantly, only you as a teacher pay for this new app. All your students pay nothing, whether you have 10, 100, or 1,000. Students can use this new app for free. And perhaps equally as important is the ability to share your online lessons with your colleagues. Or import new lessons which fit your needs. This is possible worldwide. You can share or download every lesson with the handy share and import function. If you want more information, feel free to send us an email. Ready to claim your own account? Just click the link in the description and you'll have your first course online in 30 minutes. Don't miss out on this teaching app of the future.